Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. I'm doing today's load prompt, and I'm also doing, for the first time, I'm going to enter a challenge in the 49 and Market fan group on Facebook, and it's based on this sketch. It's their October sketch challenge, so I'm going to get it in right under the wire. And the sketch has a broad band of something. You pick whatever it is. It could be torn pattern paper or whatever. I'm going to use torn washi tape. And then there's some backing, and there's a photo. I've kind of drawn over the photo because I thought I was going to have a portrait photo, and I decided to move the portrait photo down here. So what I'm going to do is maybe equalize these panels. This is tucked down at the very bottom of the page and was not meant to have a photo. So I'm going to make it a little bit closer in size to this one, make this one smaller, this one bigger, and move this one a little closer to the top and this one up a bit so that it looks like two equal panels. And I'll try to have the photos so they're not quite lined up, so that maybe one is oriented a little to the left, the other a little to the right. I have a whole mess of supplies. I don't know if you can see all of this stuff. The technique prompt for loads said to use neon colors, and I didn't think any of the purples or other colors in here were quite neon enough, so I pulled out a library card that I had in my stash. I've cut it in two, and I'm going to have a little bit of it showing behind the photos. And the other part of the prompt, the story part of the prompt, is to scrap about a good pairing. So it would have been easy, and of course I thought about doing another John and me page, but I had these photos printed that the girls took their selfies they've taken recently, like in the last week, Katie and Allie, and they are, I don't know, just kind of an inspiration to me in terms of friendship. They have their ups and downs like any sisters, but they are there for one another always, and they weather any of those little storms. And they're very true. They can speak the truth to one another, which I respect a whole lot. So I'm going to do Katie and Allie, Katie Bug and Alligator. And I'm going to have a ladybug on there. All of this stuff, it's all 49 in Market except the library card. All of this stuff came from my Scrap Backwards kit. And it's kind of, I did some selective picking of some 49 in Market papers, and then I had a box with 49 in Market embellishments from a lot of different collections. I think the title is going to be from the travel collection. But what I'm going to do now is tear this washi tape, and this washi tape is the chicken wire washi tape from a collection I do not have much of. And that is it's like a country farm sort of thing. And I'm trying to tear this so that it's not just straight. And I have no idea how this is gonna play out. It seems to want to stick to itself, but hopefully I can pull that off like I did there. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this on the table over here while I work on this. And if it doesn't come out perfect, that's fine, because I'm going to be kind of covering it up. So I want the straight side to be along like the bottom of the page. I love that. So that washi, this roll of washi tape is the only thing that's new in all of this. So it's the only thing that kind of hasn't been in my Scrap Backwards kit for a while. Some of the elements, some of the items I'm using are from the purple, the lavender collection that I got from one of you wonderful subbies. And I've used quite a bit of it. And so I wanted to, I put the rest of it that I hadn't used into my Scrap Backwards kit, which I do a lot when I pull out a collection to create with, if I end up with not that much left of it. Oh, I really love how that's looking. You can kind of get the subtle shadings. This paper is from Spectrum Gardenia, and the other side of it is this. And I hate saying this, and don't quote me anywhere, because I'm sure given different circumstances I could come to like it, but I'm not a fan of this floral. I didn't think there would be a floral that I didn't like, but I'm not a fan of this. So I'm very happy to use the B-side here. Okay, not sure which way I want this to go, but I'm gonna just put it down like this, and I'm gonna start building the two clusters. I know that I want the Katie's photograph, the portrait one, to go there, and I want Allie's to go here. Or do I want Katie's to go here and Allie's to go here? Let's do it that way. And I have no idea. I like this dip and I don't want to hide it. So that's my that's my reason for doing that. Now there is a kind of behind the photos. There's a piece like so. Let me distress it, and then I will layer. I've got another, I'm just layering bits of paper. This is a scrap from the lavender collection. I think I have only 2 whole pieces of paper of that collection left. I love it so much. And I didn't buy a lot of Spectrum Gardenia, so I think I maybe only had 8 sheets of paper to start with, and I've used quite a lot. So, and I'm running down, finally using up all the 8,000 pages of, let's put these things, I'm just going to kind of gather the stuff I have. I don't know whether I want to use this horizontally. Let's do it the right way. The right way. Is there a right way? I'm actually going to cut it like this. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to use that, and I'll have that tucked in somewhere. And it looks like I'm using a lot of purple, and I am, and that's by intent. It's going to be a mostly purple page, but I'm actually going to include a lot of accent colors. And one of the accents, can you imagine, in all this 49 and Market gorgeousness, I'm going to put an alligator. a really bright, almost neon colored alligator, but okay. And I have film strips. I have another piece of paper, and how we arrange all of these goodies, I don't know. I just want to kind of gather them together. I've got this as kind of a wild card thing to put somewhere. Similarly, I have these bits. Okay, what I think I might do is take a small piece of this, and under one photo, I could do that one there and this one here. Let me cut this down just a little bit smaller. There, okay. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then that frees me to use this under both. And then I'm going to kind of put these aside. And if I need to tuck something in, I can do that. And then I've got this that I'm just going to snip in half and divide up. I have this film strip. The lavender film strip, and then I have this yellow film strip, which is really gonna contrast, but I want a little bit of it in both. I have the alligator here, I have the ladybug there, I have the title I'm just going to kind of lay over here. I have a couple of these guys. I'll do that way. I also have, this one says Together Forever. This one says Besties. So I'm going to put the pink one down here, and Allie didn't have any. I've got the teal thing down there. And my florals are fussy cut from one of the lavender kits, and I think this one is more horizontal, so I'm going to use it maybe like so. This one is, I think I'll just divide them up that way. I've got the two hearts that I'll just kind of keep off to the side. I have two butterflies I'll keep off to the side. And then I have a couple of, I'm going to put the little pink ring and the little teal ring there. And pretty much that's how it's going to divide up. Let's see how it's going to get pasted down. Let's just go for it. I want this over here, so I'll have this down. It's pretty on the other side too. Right there, and then I can go there. I'll put the words right side up there, and then Katybug can go here, and I've got these layering pieces that I may not need. Let's get the floral in there. and see how it's gonna work. I like that, and I'm just gonna lay it down. I'm not doing, the papers are so thick, and the just the texture in the patterns themselves just so rich that I'm not adding foam in a lot of places. I did to the photo because I want it kind of standing out, which is why it's framed in bright white and there's no bright white anywhere else. Okay, so do I want this here? I know that I pictured it at the bottom, but I think I'm going to put it here at the top. Just a little bit showing there. And then I've got this other one that's going to kind of go a little bit offset. Do I really want to do that, or do I want to put it down here? I'm going to do something like that. I'll do that, and I'm going to kind of just put that in just so that you can barely see the besties part. I'm going to do the purple film strip. I may not need the purple film strip. I'm just going to put that off to the side. And then this, I was going to do like so, and I need something over here to kind of meet that. And that's where a butterfly is going to go. And so that's going to go right there. And I'm going to push it over a little this way. And I'm going to do a pink heart here. And then this should glue down onto there. Okay, so that's holding onto that. Here, I'm just going to put this little butterfly and maybe this little ring kind of right there. I have to have the ladybug. Let's see. Can I make the ladybug work this way? I can. I did. Let's just put that down right there, and I will glue this little guy there. And okay, I think that works. What I don't have is I haven't used the yellow film strip. And I thought maybe I could add it like that. I really like the colors that don't seem to go, you know, the accent colors. Like that teal and this teal ring over here and the pink. Okay, so that one is good, and I know that I'm going to use the together part of the title down here. All right. And that's another, speaking of colors that don't seem to go. So I like that there's a dip in the washi tape there. Okay, now let's build alleys. And I'm going to move it down so that I can reach it. But I think from looking up at my camera there, I think that you can still see it. Okay, so now let's build the same backing pieces, kind of, I guess over, oh, you know what? I'm doing this the opposite way that I thought I would be. I'm going to lose the dip there. And that's okay because then I get one here. I'm goofy. And I think you all knew that. What is that? Okay. And I want to do this maybe a little differently. Let me get the words going the right way. And then this, oh, these papers don't, they're so thick and have a mind of their own. The traditional means of adhering them, it doesn't always work. And I'm gonna do that like that. I'm gonna put this unexpected piece right under here. Let's get the put that up. I need to get my tweezers because I want this kind of more ruffled, more textured. And then more hidden, apparently. Okay, there. And I can do this. Let's see, I'm going to use this piece. Right there. I have to remember that I have a really goofy alligator. to do it there or on the other side? Let's see. I kind of like it this way because it kind of keeps it separate from this. So I'm going to do that. I have this, which I can glue across this way. That doesn't hide any of her face, her beautiful face. Ah, to be young and beautiful and to actually enjoy taking and seeing photos of yourself. You know? That is a thing of the past for me. Let's see. I don't want this to be so big apart. But you know, I haven't put any glue on this, so I'm going to do that now. Is that where it was? No, it went under this. Is that right? Or maybe I have it. I think it was this way. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what I'm doing. And did it go this way? I think it didn't go, and I think it went under the neon purple because I want the neon purple to show. But I don't want to hide the neon purple. And I keep putting it there and I keep putting glue there. I tell you what, I'm just gonna put it like so. I don't like that nearly as well as whatever I had before. And I don't remember what I had before because it was 5 minutes ago. So that's gonna go there. Let's see. Maybe this guy can get tangled up in the no, needs to be on top or below. And I'm not liking that. So let's do something else. I'm gonna put this guy here. And there's a pink one here. I think I will put, well, maybe I'll put it over here by the flower. And I wish this were facing that way. Let me see if I have one that is facing that way. I have I've got this guy. That could be looking over, and I've got this kind of pink one. This pink one may work better. It's just a little bit more subtle. And I can kind of run it like that and then do a heart right there. And then it's very subtle. I'm going to curl his tail up a bit, and I'll do the heart on top of the cords instead of underneath it. There, that will work. And then I'm going to do the butterfly over here on the big ring. I need to do the yellow film strip. Okay, so that's lifted up. Do I need anything else? I think once I get this title down, I think we're done. Okay, so is there anywhere that I could use this? How about like so? I like that. Because as long as I've got them cut, I may as well use them, right? And I saw, I think it was Morag Cuts, use film strips this way, just kind of on the edge of a page. Let me get that moved over to there. And these little guys are just kind of out there in space. So let me get this one done. I like this especially against the pink here. I absolutely love it. I think the girls will like it. I've got these pieces, which I don't think need to be used, and these pieces, which also don't need to be used. So well, let me change my mind on that. I'm going to cut this apart. It says Silly Moments, and these girls do have a few of those. They have a few dramatic ones too, I'll be honest. Let me put it here. And that little bit of green color kind of it adds another accent, adds another bit of interest to the palette. And I'm going to put this a little differently, kind of like so. All right. We are done, and I thank you for watching. I know this was probably a long one. I have no idea how long until I look at it the other day. I thought I had done a short one. It was nearly an hour long, and that's how much fun I had been having. So I thank you for watching. This is my Scrap Backwards Monday page, my load page, and my entry into the sketch contest at 49er Market. This is the sketch. I'm hoping that this is a close enough likeness that they can tell that I was inspired by the sketch. And I enjoyed pulling all my 49er Market stuff out of my Scrap Backwards kit was half the fun of making this page, to be honest. So thank you very much for watching the other half. Bye.